everyone, and here we are with episode 5 of Fboy Island. And, well, we kind of just start off where we left off, which was with the elimination, which left off on Keem to say his 2 cents, which really didn't really add much to the conversation except to say that, he's trying to play me, so I played him. I don't know. But let's get to the actual situation at hand, and that is who is being eliminated. Well, Daniela eliminated Marquise. I don't think anyone's surprised by this. And then Hallie eliminates Yoga Cult Leader. Again, no surprise there. And Katie sent home Jonathan. Fuck. I really want her to get rid of Marco. Marco needs to get the fuck off my television. But anyways, who is our bottom 3 is. And now let's find out who is a nice guy and who is an Fboy. And so every single one of these men are nice guys. You fucking dum-dums. Like, for fuck's sakes, I wasn't sure on Jonathan. I felt like I could go anyway, but he seemed nice. He seemed like a nice guy. He seemed genuine. So I'm not surprised that that's the way it went. All nice guys. Like, are you kidding me? I mean, obviously, Yoga Cult Leader wasn't going to make it. That's obvious. Marquise didn't handle his shit well. That's the thing, is like, it could have gone either way. I think I said Fboy because, of course, but I think it honestly could have gone either way. And I feel like I did say that at one point with Marquise because he has no game. He didn't handle his shit right. So, anyway, nice guy, nice try, right? And after the elimination, doesn't Keem just go all the way off on everybody, just like freaking out? And again, just gives me the Fboy vibes because clearly this man is fighting for the money, fighting for Katie. So, which leads me into the next day when it's social media time. So clearly we're not gonna see like Danny's and Mercedes and Benedict because we've done theirs before. Who cares? So we're gonna move on to the people that we're not used to. So we kind of go guy by guy. Go woman by woman and go from there. So Katie's men. Vince. Of course, he looks like a nice guy online, so she's very happy to see that everything seems to look fine with his Instagram or social media or whatever. And then we see Marcos, and he is unsure to me. I feel like he's I don't think he's a nice guy. I really don't think so. But let's pretend. He kind of seems like a nice guy who's awkward as fuck in like his stand-up and stuff. Because as far as I'm concerned, a guy who's mimicking women moaning in bed is just gross to me. And gives me personally Fboy vibes because I dated a guy who did exactly this. He was a fuckboy. Moving on. So it's just like, yeah, it just gives me gross vibes. So anyway, we're gonna say the twins were in between Daniela and I think it's Daniela, might be Hallie actually. I think it's Hallie. So we'll do Hallie next then. Herman is, who do we see for her? Shit. I can't remember who the other guys that we saw with hers. But anyways, we see the twins. And, yep, these guys are Fboys. 100% they're Fboys because they're like talking about having the threesome together and like, ew, just disgusting. Anyways, then we move on to Daniela, and oh, we also saw Evander's as well. And Evander is seems like a nice guy. Nothing there to really see. Anyway, so then we move on to Daniela, and we see Christians, who I believe he was a man of God. We see CJ's, and yeah, yeah. We kind of go to a commercial break at that point. CJ's an F-boy. Straight up. All of her men, except for maybe Christian, is a fuckboy. And yeah, so we kind of just go through the other ones. Mercedes still looks like an F-boy. Think we saw Benedict. He still looks like an iffy F-boy, even though he's probably not. And yeah, this, you know, basic stuff. And then we go to the part of this thing that I really want to talk about, which is the date that Daniela goes on with Jared. And this fucking guy is playing her for a fucking fool. She looks so fucking dumb. And I hate to say that, but she's literally saying that all the signs are leading to he is an F-boy, yet she still keeps him on, and he is an F-boy. And I know that we're privy to the knowledge of knowing him as that, but come on. I think most of us were in agreement that this fucking guy is an F-boy, and she knows it too, yet she keeps him on. I don't understand. He's making you look pathetic, and it's sad. But then this guy's also being like, oh, I don't have to kiss her. I don't want to kiss her. He's feeling like she's disgusting or something. She's gorgeous. Like, you're really trying to tell me that kissing her is really that bad? I feel bad for her because she has to kiss you. Anyway. So, yeah, it's just, he's such an asshole. But he's playing her so fucking good, and it's making her look like a fool. So, anyway, I have nothing really more to say about the date because it's been stupid and pathetic and a waste of my time to really go into the ins and outs of that date because it's all fake. And the only other thing that was kind of funny was Dr. Nikki was back in session and giving these men a little bit of a therapy session because she states the obvious, which again, we're on season 3, so y'all should know this by now. We've done this before. Did anyone think of scrubbing their social media? But I'm also happy that they don't, because I think that just loses the authenticity of the show. If you start deleting your socials or scrubbing your socials. But yeah, that's basically, the gist of that. So then the twins go on a date with Hallie and Katie, and yeah, it's not a whole lot to say except for they definitely spoke circles around the situation and made themselves look better, which I still think they're rough boys. Both of them. But I guess we shall see. And they did do the date separately. Surprise, surprise. So then Daniela basically tells CJ that he's in the bottom of her list because of his social media. So that's a problem. And then we see a roast session between Benedict and Marco. That was actually pretty funny, but Benedict is actually funnier than Marco. I forgot that Marco was a comedian. But apparently, which I liked this, Benedict said that Marco looks like the third Mario brother who got stuck in a sewer. It's funny. But anyway, enough of that. Then we see Hallie talking to Evander, and she kind of says, like, we were really strong, and then something just changed with our connection. Like, I'm not sure what happened. I'll give you 2 words. Vroom, vroom, motherfucker. You're into Mercedes. That's why things changed. So, Interesting that she kind of doesn't realize that. But then as she's talking to Evander, doesn't Mercedes has come with a drink for her and says, "You're talking to my girl." We should say this to him or her. He does this in the moment, but he's like, "I'm allowing you to talk to my girl." And yeah, whatever. But that's kind of the gist of like that conversation. Then we see the girls making out with their respective guys. We see Katie making out with Benedict. I think Daniela making out with Christian. Not sure if Hallie was making out with anybody, but that's by this point. Because, well, I will get to her in a minute. Jared is upset because, well, quote unquote upset about Daniela making out with Christian. And he says, he's boring. I'm not concerned because I'm not boring. I'm just here for the bread. Blah, blah, blah. Like, shut the fuck up. And then, Vince is clearly upset because he can see Benedict and Katie making out, and obviously he is into her. And then with Hallie, we see like Mercedes is kind of saying like, I just need to be like, I can tell like she likes me, which is all that matters because I need to be like in the top spot. I need to be better off than the other guys. Oh, Mercedes, that Fboy, is that you? Like, you know what I mean? Clearly you're not here for her, you're here for the money. And yeah, that's basically that. And then we see Nikki coming in saying it's elimination time, but Hallie, along with the other girls, pull aside Nikki outside to talk. We don't know what they're talking about before we go to commercial break, but all the guys are like, what are they talking about? What's happening? This is weird. This is not good. So we clearly had no clue what was being said prior to the commercial break. And then to finish this off, we finally then find out what is going to be happening, and that is there is no elimination tonight because the women need more time with the men after seeing the social media kind of threw them all off, so they want more time, and that is what they're going to get. So no elimination tonight. But Nikki does say, but F-boys, they're on to you. So we'll see. But that's it. But for next week, it does look interesting. There's going to be some sort of game that's going to happen, I guess, to suss out who is an F-boy and who isn't. And someone does get asked, fuck, marry, or ghost one of the, like, each of the women. And doesn't look like it goes good. And then we also see that Mercedes is being told or being someone is telling on Mercedes to Hallie something that he said. I don't fucking know, but it's clearly not good. And I don't know if Hallie believes it or she's saying I can't believe he would say something like this, but we'll find out. But something tells me that guy gets sent home. We'll see. But Mercedes does say that he is indestructible. So we'll see. Don't understand how he isn't. But nonetheless, that is it for F1 Island for this week. As usual, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. That helps with our growth. We will be rating the 4 and 5 star reviews. You can also follow us or subscribe to the podcast on any of your favorite podcast apps, including YouTube, where you can find us at Reality Tea Times 2. You can also connect with us on Facebook at Reality Tea Times 2, Instagram and Threads at Reality Tea Times 2 Podcast, X at Reality Tea Times 2 Pod, Reddit at Reality Tea Times 2 Pod as well. And you can Email us at realitytimes2@hotmail.com. And that's basically it. That's all I'm going to say for this episode. But as always, guys, Fboy, F, bye.